Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought today I'd give an update of the garden for March. So this is March the 18th, so middle of March. See what's popping up. In this bed here, I've already got some hyacinths popping up. It's been a very unusual March, actually. It was very mild in the beginning. We had some temperatures up in the mid teens, degrees Celsius, that is. One day we had it all the way up to 20 degrees Celsius, which really started getting things going. It's kind of cooling off now, but that's alright. It's more seasonal. These things happen. But since we had that bit of warmth, it just shot everything up and woke all the plants and all the bulbs up. Here is my garlic chives sprouting up. I've also got my white bleeding heart has started to pop up, as well as these beautiful dwarf irises. So these usually are the very first plants to pop up in flower. They're also a very good early nectar source for solitary bees, which is one of the reasons why I have them. But yeah, very pretty. I love the blue color and with the yellow throat. Very attractive and a nice breath of fresh air in a garden that's very dark and gloomy. Also, the lungwort is starting to come up. You can see some of the buds are starting to form. Flower buds, which is very good. This one's actually a little bit better. Very exciting. Again, my bleeding hearts are starting to wake up. Very good. My vegetable patch needs to be tilled a little bit before I do any kind of planting. Next week I'm thinking about planting in some kale, maybe start growing some peas, as it's supposed to warm up significantly. Again, this is the first winter, since it was a very weird winter, very mild, that my sage actually survived. Usually my sages die completely. And I was going to tear this one out of the ground when I just started picking a little bit and realizing it was still alive. So I'll maybe trim it back a bit and trim off some of the frost damage on it, and we'll see what happens. So in the perennial bed, everything's waking up. We've got ground covers that are waking up. Ozarks Beard waking up. Nice bit of color. It's always good to see that the poppies that I bought are alive and waking up. I've bought several different varieties of poppies that should be waking up and doing well, and I'm glad to see that the yarrow is alive and well. I have several yarrows that are definitely doing well. It's nice to see the tulips are back. Daylilies waking up. Oh, what's this? Something popping up here. What is this? Some big bulb. Oh, I wonder if this is the Crown Imperialis that I planted. Oh, very cool. So that's actually only been up maybe 2 days, because I was out here 2 days ago. So I'm glad to see that's popping up. Oh, and these are popping up. What are all these? The what are the spring anemones? I think is what they are. Okay, very cool. So yeah, things are waking up, definitely. Very encouraging. Looks like my poor rose bush has been gnawed a bit by the rabbits, but that's okay. Under the spruce tree, so we have a big blue spruce. underneath it, for the last 5 years, we've had forget-me-nots that have popped up. One year I bought a packet of seed and just threw them under here, and every year since we've had a beautiful matting of forget-me-nots in around May. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Windmill's might be its last year that we have it, unfortunately. It's getting kind of old. After 20 years, things start breaking down. This bed was my grassy border bed, although I think I'm going to be changing it a bit. It got a little wild last year, but we'll need a little bit of rearranging. I don't see any spring bulbs popping up. I had planted tulips. It wouldn't surprise me that the rabbits have eaten it. So in this bed, again, I planted spring anemones, St. Bridget's mix, I believe this one was. Oh, and it's always good to see that the miniature roses are getting nice buds on them. It's always nice to see. One thing notice about these miniature roses is, depending on the winter, depends whether they survive or not. In the middle, I think this is another Imperialis that I bought. I bought several different kinds of Imperialis last year, all different colors. I'm pretty sure this one is a nice dark red one. But it's nice to see that things are popping up, waking up again. On the top tier of my garden here, I have lots and lots of what are they? The yellow trumpet flower daffodils. It's a problem when you have so many plants, you begin to forget what plants you have and what plants you don't. Now, I think some of these back in here might be Discovery Dutch irises. These are a tall blue iris, although it looks like some of them may have been nibbled on a bit by rabbits. Oh, but it's good to see that my actual irises are doing well as well. It's nice to see some green on them. In here I have my woodland geranium. So they're a very tiny geranium. They have a very tiny pink flower, and they bloom only for maybe two to 3 weeks. But it's glad to see that they're coming back. My smoke bush has to be trimmed a little bit, getting a little bit too high. And my burning bush. What else we got going on? It's popping up. Actually, it's interesting. Once all this got cut back in the fall, I had all kinds of daisies and black-eyed Susans and Ozarks Beard and a lot of tall perennials. And I noticed in the back with this beautiful red you can see now, some kind of cane fruit, some kind of fruit. I'm not sure what it is. Based on what I have looked up, everybody knows, they can please comment and let me know, but from what I do know, it's probably either a blackberry or a black raspberry. But we'll know once the leaf comes out and even the fruiting of this particular variety will give you clues of what it is. But everything's waking up. It's always good to see the primroses are nice and back, always nice and evergreen, and also my lungwort back again. Last year I did a complete purge of this garden as well as the garden in front of the deck, as there was just far too many lungworts. Nothing yet from the peony bushes, but I imagine when the weather warms up again next week, and it's supposed to continue to be mild right through till May, above average, we should have maybe an earlier blooming and showing of the peonies. And so here's the garden by the deck. Lots and lots of things popping up. So in here I stuff them full of tulips. Also in here is a lot of what's that tall? There's a tall plant. But you can see lots of nice tulips. The rabbits so far have left them alone, which is good. Again, I believe there's another imperialist that I bought. Up here in the front, these little things here are what we call dwarf daffodils. But yeah, tons of beautiful tulips that are coming up. Looking forward to it. We also have back here, more in the back of the garden, as well as over on this side of the U, we have a member of the onion family, the alliums, the big purple alliums. Not the giant ones, just normal. But yeah, everything's waking up. It's very encouraging. So let's go out the front, because there are some nice things that are growing out the front. So we'll go out there now, won't we, Mr. Milo?